Sunny TV Arsenal, it's the Kitty G, and we're back. Today on the show, you got Arsenal beating MK Dons 4-1 in a friendly. Saliba makes his debut. Gabriel is in London. Once again, it's another story that's making the headline. And Aubameyang's contract. He's rumored to be signing it this week. So let's get started on Arsenal transfer updates. Big up to everybody watching. Just to give you guys a little update before we get started, we're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about everything, and I'm going to introduce everybody. But I just want you guys to subscribe to Sunny TV Arsenal. Go check that out. Go subscribe. We got about 50 of you guys right now watching live on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and let's get right into it. So today I got 3 people with me. I got 2 people with me, actually. A third could be jumping in at any time. I got Kesh. Yo, Kesh, what up? Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, I said, what up, Kesh? What are you saying?
I was like, what's happening? Good, yeah?
Chilling, bro. And then I got TJ Gooner. Yo, TJ, what's good?
What's up? What's up?
Yo, man. So we got some regulars now. And then we're going to get into the game, guys. So today, Arsenal played a game. Arsenal actually played a game. It's madness, right? Things come quick. Everything just turns around so quick that we forget that we even played a game. So yeah, before we get into the game and the stats and everything, let's just look at the lineups, right? So you can see here that we went with a 3 at the back with William Saliba, Holding, Tierney. Of course, Leno started the same day that he got picked to the Germany team. You got Cedric, who started, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I'm surprised Ainsley started. What do you guys think about that?
Go ahead, TJ.
Yeah, I'm very surprised, even in my latest videos, so does that mean he's staying, or does that mean that the deals with Wolves and Newcastle, Wolves is not as close as everyone thinks it is? Everyone thinks he's leaving the club within the next week or something. I think if he's going to leave, it's going to be the end of the window, but I don't even think Ainsley's going to leave, and I don't want him to leave.
Yeah, Cash, what do you think?
For me, I was a bit confused at the same time because I saw Ainsley there, I saw Olden there, but at the end of the day, it's only the first game, so the squad's probably a bit short. There's probably guys still yet to return from holiday. With that deal, though, maybe it's a thing where, because it says that Bellerin's been offered to PSG. I don't know if it's true or not, but maybe it's a thing where they're waiting to find their own target before actually signing off on any deals.
Yeah, Bellerin has been linked to PSG, and that could be a reason why Ainsley Maitland-Niles started this game. You never know. You honestly never know. But guys, let's get back into this 1 second. Let's get everybody on the screen, and let's go into the midfield. You've seen Aubameyang, Saka playing on the wide spots with a midfield 2 once again of Xhaka and Elneny. Elneny actually came into the game. We're going to talk about in a bit what he did after, but you also got Eddie Nketiah. Any other surprises in the starting lineup?
I was a bit surprised they threw Leno in so early, to be fair.
I don't think he's going to play next game, so they're going to keep Martinez fresh.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, is there guys still on holiday or something? Like the likes of Pepe or Martinez or something? I don't know.
I don't know. I think what happened was it was strictly the fact that they did not want to risk Martinez ahead of the next game. I think maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I was confused that Leno started. I thought that he would still. I think they would ease him back into the team. I thought that Macy would start this game, played the full 90 minutes, and then Martinez plays on Sunday. But I think that some of the players are still on holiday, so that could be why Holding and Ainsley did play this game. We don't know, so we'll see at Sunday who plays. If Ainsley plays, then I suggest he's staying. If Holding plays, I suggest he's staying. So we'll see on Sunday or Saturday.
Okay. Okay, so let's get into the game, guys. Let's get into what really happened in the game and some of the and the timeline. So we're gonna start at the bottom. 5 minutes in, El Neni comes out of nowhere and catches the goalkeeper off his line and just boots it from the half and scores a screamer from 45 yards. It's not really a screamer. It's just into an open net out of 45 yards. Were you guys surprised by that? How quickly the game started?
Not really. Like, it was a really bad pass distribution from the keeper. He just had a controlled finish and just cushioned it back towards goal. Was it really?
Yeah. Everyone in the comments, big up to you guys. If you haven't already commented, send us a comment. Send us what you think about the game, and send us what you thought about El Neni's performance. He came in and scored a goal within 5 minutes. Who would have thought? And then you got Eddie Nketiah's finish was just clean. It was such a clean finish. What do you think about that?
For me, it's pre-season. Like a lot of the times during the closing end of the season, he was snatching at a few chances, but he looked a lot more composed there, which is what I like to see. But it goes again to show that some players just maybe can't handle the pressure when the going gets tough. When it's actually competitive games and you need to actually put those away, that's when it matters.
True. TJ, what do you think?
I have to agree with Kesh there. I think that in the Premier League, it's a different level. You're playing against a League One opposition. You're bound to score goals as a striker. So let's see what he does in the Premier League. Let's see what he does in the Premier.
Okay. Now,
my mate actually played in this game as well. Tell him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What team?
MK.
He actually signed his contract today. If you ever made on Arsenal, you would have probably already told us that.
He was meant to leave. He was actually meant to leave, but he ended up signing a new deal today.
Big up to him. Okay, let's move on, guys. We're gonna scroll through the game. So there's a substitution, a Leeds player, and then Rob Holding was probably one of the best headers, but on the wrong goal.
Honestly, it's just same old, just naive defending. Like, you knew your body position was not in the right shape to even deal with that cross coming in, and you still attempted to deal with that ball when really and truly you could have just composed yourself and let someone else deal with it behind you. Like, trust your defender to clean up after you. He was nowhere near it.
Yeah, true. So true. What do you think, TJ?
I have to agree again with Kesh. He has to be smart in that situation, because at the end of the day, if that's a better opposition, one goal will motivate them to come and get more goals against us. We went in front in multiple games and we still lost the game. We have the worst point ratio from going behind, going in a winning position and then conceding a stupid goal, and we end up losing the game or just getting a draw out of the game. So he needs to be much smarter in that situation, because in the Premier League, if that's Liverpool or something, then they're going to punish us and they're going to come score 4 or 5 in quick succession.
Can I touch on that as well? Like, we was playing a 5, basically 3, but in terms of 5, yeah.
Yeah.
For your position, your body shape to be that poor in a 3, yeah, it just tells me everything I need to know, that you're just not cut for this level. Like, sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not. You're too hot and cold.
So you're out on Rob Holding all the way out, like
all the way out in a 3. Like, when you're playing a 3, like, it makes your job so much more easier. And for you to still be making just careless mistakes like that, it's just, yeah, it's just not good.
So you're done on him. Okay, what about you? I personally think Rob Holding is going to be sold simply to the fact that he wasn't able to get in the good books with Arteta. And the fact that he can't get into Arteta's good books, he's out, in my opinion, just based on that. Forget about his performances. If you can't get in the good books, you're out, in my opinion.
I have to agree, because we signed a Messi Cocky.
I wish.
Yeah.
I have to agree, because if David Luiz can play well in a 3, then surely Rob Holding should be able to play well in a 3. As much as we got on David Luiz's back in a 3, he's probably one of our more steady defenders, because he's used to playing that formation. So if Holding a young guy who we rate quite highly as Arsenal fans. You know, we've been looking on the saying on why is Holding not starting, and he's going to put performances like that. This is against a League One side. It's not even a
Yeah,
Premier League
let's
team
just
or a
let's just
Championship
forget
team.
about Holding, man. Honestly,
Oh, he has to go. He has to go.
we all
Passion.
know if Leeds put the money on the table, you know what? Leeds, you can
He's
have
gone.
him.
Yeah,
You
he's
can
gone.
have him. You can have Rob Holding. If Leeds put the money on the table, they are going to get him and they're going to scoop him up, and we're not gonna even look past. In my opinion, if he does leave at this point, a lot of people are not going to be saying it's a mistake. Maybe hindsight is a beautiful thing. If he does leave and he does good, people are going to then say it's a mistake that we made. But
No, but
right now, I don't think anyone's going to say a mistake.
I don't think anyone will say it's a mistake because when it comes to playing for a team like Leeds, fair enough, they're a big club by history, but they only just come back into the league. The pressure is a lot lower playing for a team like that rather than a team like Arsenal who's striving to go and play in the Champions League. Like
Okay.
a lot of players, it's not that they ain't good, it's just that they're not able to cope with a certain pressure of the club that they play for, the badge.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Saliba's performance today?
I won't overreact, but like from what I saw from him today is what I've seen many times watching Saint Etienne last season. Like he's very composed. He passes through the lines, and you know what it is like the first 5 minutes. I think I think it was Cedric and El Neni. They weren't really on his wavelength. Like you'd be slipping it through to them, but it's like they're not ready for it. They don't know what to deal with it. Like, but I love what I see from him. But he was only tested probably once today. He showed his pace to get back, start tackling and deal with it.
Yeah.
I would love to see how he will cope against Liverpool. Like better forwards who's probably going to be more relentless and probably press him a lot more quicker when he's on the ball.
Do you think he's going to start from the get go? Because I don't know. I don't know if Saliba's going to start from the jump.
For me, I was saying that I didn't think he's going to start, but the fact we started with 3 at the back, I think he might. I thought we was going to start the season with a 2 at the back, so I was thinking maybe it's going to be a Louise and a Gabriel because Gabriel's got a lot more experience. But the fact we're starting with 3, I think he's going to probably put Saliba and Gabriel on either side of David Luiz.
Agreed. Because of the pace as well, you know. We saw against Tottenham that if that comes to making a mistake, you're not having David Luiz trying to chase after Son. You're going to have Saliba or Gabriel who's much faster and would win that ball and be able to play it back. So if you play it back 3, I wouldn't be angry that could it be quick and you have that solid guy in the middle that will say if you're doing something right, he'll praise you. But if you don't, then you won't praise. But I think one thing I saw about Saliba today is that he praised his partners. So he definitely, knows that he has to praise his teammates because you see at the other big clubs, Van Dijk and Gomez, they praise each other 24/7. Matip, Van Dijk, Matip might not be the best centre back because he has the connection with Van Dijk. It makes them such a good partnership where you could get 50 million for Matip because of how he plays next to a centre back he gets along with. So it's key that they keep that relationship.
One thing I'll say as well, because like from last season, I've read a lot about him being in the Saint Etienne team, and when he first came in, just little conversations, and now he gets along with his fellow squad players. Like he gives a lot of instructions for a 19-year-old. He tends to take things on his own head and try to lead. Like you can see when he's pointing people, putting them in the right places and things like that, and that's what you want to see from your defenders. It shouldn't have to be one person like say Louise because he's got the experience. It should like you take responsibility as a player and you step up and you try to make yourself be counted for.
I generally think Saliba showed in one play that he's going to be one of the most crucial people for us in this defense. If I could show you guys this one play, if you guys seen it, there was just one play. If I can just rewind a little bit, he basically the guy has him, and he just comes back and he somehow recovers.
Yeah, that's the one
The
I'm
guy
talking
had
about.
him.
But you see that, yeah, that comes down to defenders that want to defend. You don't like your man gets a spin. When you defend, yeah, you see when you defend, You get low, so you can turn quick enough. That's the basis of being a centre back. You get low, you turn, you can see the way he recovered. He spun quickly and he got off got in his stride to make the challenge.
Yeah. That's how you should be doing things. That's how you should be doing things, and it is what we ask from our defenders. Our defenders for the past couple of years have been rash, and with William Saliba, we can't get overexcited. We can't get over like dramatic about little things that he does here and there. Because I see people jizzing their pants on social media, going crazy about him right now, and we don't want to be that. We want to be a little bit leveled.
You're gonna be patient with him. Let him grow. Let him understand his role as a player, as a centre back. Remember, the Premier League is unforgiving, isn't it? So he's a 19-year-old. I'm not going to expect him to not make mistakes. Like,
you know what I have been hearing today, though? Some craziness. And then he scores a goal in 5 minutes. And I heard he's the Danny Ceballos replacement.
Oh, please.
And I just want to hear what you guys think.
Honestly,
the man scores a goal, and right away, immediately, we hear he's the Danny Ceballos replacement.
As soon as I saw that, yeah, I said to myself, the worst thing could ever happen is for them to see that. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it looked like he wanted it so bad today, but I still saw the same things that made me hate the guy being in the starting 11. When he presses like a headless chicken and leaves a hole in midfield. Like, I saw that so many times today, and there's no way I can put up with watching that again for a season, honestly.
But that was a good strike, but it was a little bit of luck.
Yeah, but
you need a lot of things to go right.
Listen, as a professional footballer, it doesn't take anything hard to have a nice controlled cushion touch to knock it back towards goal. It's not hard.
Yo, Zayn, we're going to get into Messi. We're going to get into Messi and the whole situation. We'll talk about it in a bit. We're also going to talk about Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire, he's locked up. They won't let him out. I swear, it's actually the most funniest thing ever. And yo, you won't hear any of the media talking bad about him. Nope, you won't hear nothing. You won't hear a thing. But I swear to God, if this was Raheem Sterling,
but if
this was Sterling, if this was anybody, bro, Lacazette did hippie crack in his room, and he got more heat than the guy's getting for getting arrested. It's hilarious.
That's ridiculous.
I ain't gonna say nothing. If I had the emoji of Mourinho right now saying, if I say something I get in trouble, I would put it on. But okay, yeah. People in the comments are saying Rob Holding's a bit slow. There's a lot of people talking about in the comments. Yeah, that's nonsense. What was nonsense? What did I say that's nonsense?
I don't know. Oh, I think he's talking about the Raheem Sterling thing. It's not nonsense. It's not nonsense. Listen.
No, we saw it. They made what was it? They was making monkey gestures at him in one of the matches. We saw it Rudiger as well, you know. But then you see people like Rashford, when they miss a penalty, you know, they get slated. Pogba gets slated. But when Harry Kane, you know, say he misses the penalty, he's not going to get slated.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Listen, there's a thing. People like it's. You know what? It's a boring thing to go over and over again. Like, we as ethnic people understand this, and then we see it like clear as daylight. Yeah.
Is it official? We just signed Gabriel.
I don't know.
Let me look.
Sky's on in the background. I don't see anything about it.
I don't see anything on it either.
Yeah,
Sonny said if they sign this week, he's doing the dance. So he's got to still do the dance.
Yeah,
Sonny, if you're in the background and you can hear us, come on live. We wanted you to do that dance.
Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, like it's clear as broad daylight. Like the media tend to pick up on things and blow it out of proportion when it comes to ethnic minorities, yeah? Like Maguire, as soon as I saw that the England squad was going to be named, I thought he was like, I personally thought they should have just took him out of the limelight and took him out of the squad from the beginning. But obviously, Gareth Southgate decided to call it up and then having to backtrack on it. But you should have done that in the first place, because if it was Sterling or someone else, long before that, the squad's even thing, you'd have been told, okay, we've decided that this player won't be involved in the squad. For a fact.
Bro, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. we both know. Me and you both know it's deeper than that. The Harry Maguire being selected into the team while he's in the middle of a court case, that nobody knows what's gonna happen. And to be honest, bro, if somebody did that to my sister, I would have done the same thing.
But listen, I don't believe that story at all.
That's what I'm saying.
If someone was stabbed, yeah, before you even heard about Harry Maguire being arrested, you'd have heard about the stabbing first. Come on.
No, I heard she was basically like
2 days afterwards, though. 2 days afterwards.
I'm hearing now it's a needle, not even
It's
a
a
knife.
needle. It was
That's
a
what I'm saying.
date rape drug. Like, come on, man. Seriously.
And the thing about it is that he's still in the team, but when Sterling and Gomez had their altercation, Sterling got sent home and got dropped from the England team. So, like, United fans out, everyone's out here now saying, "Oh, leave Harry Maguire alone." Like, why should we leave him alone when Sterling, everyone's on his case for months. When he misses an open goal, everyone's saying Sterling's a flop, Sterling's this. Anything that Sterling does wrong, everyone's onto his case, even City fans themselves. But then as soon as Man United player from England does something wrong, then they're not a fault for anything.
Yeah, I just want to see the memes. I just want to see the memes of him behind bars. That would be the most funniest thing ever. But yo, is he actually gonna get charged? Like, seriously?
No. He won't get charged.
He'll get a hefty fine.
He will get a hefty fine, suspended sentence.
Couple of million.
It's his first offense. It's not that deep, like, you know what I mean?
Bro,
like,
he got bribery charges. That's no joke.
Yeah, but when you've got money like the way he does, like, slap on the wrist.
I'm hearing that Greece said that he's they went to give him people second chances, and so he ain't gonna get no put time behind bars. You're lucky we're not. If he was in England, he did that, he would get time straight. But because he's in Greece, I swear they said something to give the second chance.
I want you guys to see this: Ronaldinho to Harry Maguire in the prison jails football games. This is hilarious. But yo, forget. We're gonna move past this topic. We're gonna get back into Arsenal. The second half. Before we get into the second half, what did you guys think about performances from Saka, Aubameyang? To me, they almost seemed like they were just walking around.
I think Aubameyang wasn't bothered about this game. It was just for him to get back into. He'd been on holiday. He'd been chilling for the last 3 weeks. Saka, bar the assists. He looked like the Saka we saw towards the back end of the season. But I don't think it's because he was trying. I think he was the same as Aubameyang. Like, what do I have to earn? But Nketiah, he has to fight for his spot every week now. Because if Laka doesn't go, then there's still the competition. And the same for Aubameyang. So they're going to focus on this game on Sunday. And I think, everyone's saying if we win the Community Shield, it's just a charity shield. But
it's a friendly.
I'd just like to see a good performance from the team. I don't mind us winning, losing.
You know what it is? It's a competitive friendly. That's all it is, isn't it? It's a season race, where you just go out there and it's basically where you kick on from. You kick on from there and you just go ahead and just get it's a bit of fitness as well, but obviously, yes, I want to see that intensity going into the Fulham game.
I want to see what people like. I think William might get some time in the game, so I want to see what he's like. Because there's been a 50-50 from the Arsenal fans. If he tries when he comes on, or if he starts and he's putting 100% effort in going up and down the wing, then we know we've got a player for the season.
I don't think William runs as much as you expect him to on the wing.
No,
he's more of a crafty player.
I think he does.
I've heard from Chelsea fans he's hard working, but he's very inconsistent. He can get on your nerves. But the thing about it is that William.
Oh my God, yo, bro! Breaking news: Luis Suarez is going to Inter Miami.
Yeah, the Barca told him he can leave for free.
Free?
Yeah, for free. That's what. Well, I don't know if he's going for free, but they told him he can leave.
Nah, I just saw it in a video. Yeah, because Ajax wanted him. I just got a notification on my phone saying.
Yeah, let's go through this quickly, okay? William Saliba, we already spoke about him. Leno, we already spoke about him. Matt Macy came in. Ball came in. What do you call it? Ainsley Maitland-Niles got jumped out, and you got Daniel came in. Bellard. Saka for Joe Willock. Joe Willock is going to be a big feature next season. So is Emil Smith Rowe, in my opinion.
What do you
Smith
think?
Rowe is a big situation. Did you guys hear what happened? Smith Rowe, Monaco offered around 20 million, I heard.
For we rejected it.
And we rejected it immediately.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Hey, we
20 million for Emil Smith Rowe. And we're the kind of club we take second thoughts when it comes to selling academy.
You know what it is? Smith Rowe, he's got the potential to go on and actually kick on like Saka, but he just needs a full run for a season in the team. That's all it is.
You know what?
Go on.
I think one person we haven't really looked at right now is Nelson.
Mate, I'm fed up of that guy.
I'm saying now, just because he's got 2-3 goals in the last couple of games for Arsenal doesn't mean he is now the next Raheem Sterling. Yes, he can score goals. He can come off the bench for us. But if an offer comes in of £20 million and we reject it, mate, then there is something wrong.
Listen, you see,
we're gonna get to Messi, guys. Relax. We're gonna get
Nelson. For a forward player, a winger, he's way too safe. Like, there's times when he's 1-on-1 and he'll cut back and you play it back. I'm just thinking, mate, like, run at your guy, take him on. Like, you saw what Tyrese John Jules came on and done. One chance, squared his guy up, got a shot off. Listen, you've got to be a bit more exciting as a forward player.
Who?
Nelson. But and sometimes he's running and he's just running into blind alleys when he can just play someone.
Look when he took that guy.
I think Nelson is one of those people who predicts what he pre-plans what he's gonna do before he does it.
But look,
you know what I mean?
He went past that guy, and then my man crossed it over to the corner flag. Like, how are you gonna be an Arsenal player? You don't see Pepe doing that. He takes his time, he picks his player, and he puts it on their head.
Well, you know what I mean?
He gets to the corner flag.
It's almost like you press the X button too many times once it gets to him.
I don't know what game these guys were watching about Saliba. Like, saying he looked dodgy. I didn't see one dodgy moment.
No.
I didn't see one dodgy moment from Saliba.
Nah, man. I think Saliba, you know, he's
what
19.
You gotta realize is it's a lot of Sunny's people who are very pessimistic. So they're gonna try to say one, two things to balance it out. There's both sides on the channel. Don't ever forget. It's very balanced.
If we keep Ainsley Maitland-Niles, we'll see the best of Pepe this season. And if we put Smith Rowe at Cam, we'll see the best of Pepe. We'll see the best of a William. We need that guy that will run at the defense. Did you see Smith Rowe earlier? He took the ball and he ran at the defense and he played it quickly. He didn't do a Joe Willock and run into the defender. He passed out to the left. He got it back. And then next thing you know, we're in their box. And Nelson, he got tangled. He got surrounded by 4 or 5 defenders. It was a really good move. One touch.
One moment, brother. I want to talk about these two guys. Mark McGuinness scores the header, and Miguel Azizi. We've been speaking about Miguel Azizi a lot over the summer, bigging him up, saying this is his summer, where he's going to get a big opportunity into the first team. Do you see him making the big leap into the first team that they're projecting him? And Mark McGuinness, where did that come from? Did you guys ever expect him to be making it into the first team ever? I never heard of it.
No, he's not one of the names that immediately pops up at you in the youth team. It's more the Balogun, Sam Greenwood, Matt Smith, those guys that really pop up at you when you think about the Arsenal youth team.
Yo, big up Arsenal Realist. Go check them out.
Hey,
guys.
big up my man Arsenal Realist. Big up yourself, man.
Yo, big up everybody in the comments too. We got AS, we got Gunnar Dread, we got Arsenal Real, we got Paul, one of the mods. Big up to Paul. AS, we got Alan. We got all you guys from Facebook. Go check out our channel. Subscribe to Sunny TV Arsenal. Subscribe to all the other channels that we support too, like the Arsenal Realist channel and Leven and United TV. And yo, tell the people, bro, you got a channel yourself. What's your channel?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Check out my channel, TJ Green on YouTube. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers.
Boom.
So just check it out. You know, it's just exactly spelled as it is in my name on here. So just check me out, and you know, I upload daily, and you know, Me.
And sorry, before I cut off Cash, you were in the zone. I apologize. What were you saying?
Yeah, no, just mentioning a few of the youth team players who immediately pops up at you, but Miguel Aziz is one of them as well. Like he's technically very good, very very good. I think this season he will make his breakthrough into the first team. He will get a few games here and there. I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to see what Arteta does in the Europa League group stage. You know, I want to see that bowler guy. I think he played left centre back. I
Yeah.
didn't like the look of him. He did an over the top ball for Nelson, but Nelson didn't want to go for the 50-50 with the keeper. So I think he looked very good. Ballard, you know, the commentators are speaking highly of him, saying it's not like him to lose a 50-50. So I think Ballard might get a look in as well in the Europa League group stage. But this year we have to take Europa League seriously because Chelsea, you know, they've gone on a madness. So they're going for trophies this year. They ain't going for no
Did
FA
you guys
Cup final.
notice something? Where was Ose Tutu?
He's
He
gone
went out
alone.
alone to
Again?
Cardiff. Yeah, he got loaned out. It come out after the game, I think it was.
Yeah, because during the game, I was thinking to myself, where is he? We keep linking all our right backs to be leaving, and we're going to sell all these right backs. You think Ose Tutu will get some playing time?
How do you think Cedric played today? I thought he was alright.
He was all right. You know, it's Cedric, yeah? I've noticed, apart from his first game that he played another game after that. Not his debut when he scored, but it does take him like the first 10 minutes to settle all the time, I've noticed. He doesn't settle quick in games.
But I think it's because of nerves, you know, he's anxious to get for Arsenal. Because, you know, when you're a Southern League team, you go to a new team, you're anxious as hell.
No, of course. But, you know, with the right back situation, like, I don't know if it's true that they're offering Bellerin out. Obviously, we're yet to find out any valid statements from any reporters or anything. And with Neil now being reported going Wolves, like, I'm starting to think that they might be lining up a right back. Like, I don't believe that Cedric's going to be our main.
Yeah. Big up yourself.
I don't believe Cedric's going to be our main right back come the season. Right. And I remember just before January, I can't remember what report it was, but it's someone kind of credible. And he was saying that we're being linked with Dumfries in PSV.
From PSV.
Yeah. And that's a signing that I'll be up for because I really do like him. Like, he's very strong in his challenges and he offers a lot going forward.
Cheap as well, you know, 20 million. I say if you give him 20, you know, I think if we're not going to get Thomas Partey or we're not going to get an hour or Ceballos, what about Van der Beek? You know, if you look at
you guys heard about that link, right?
Yeah, saying 40 million. Like, he's cool. He's waiting for a Premier League team to come get him.
I think he's going to go to Barcelona, to be honest. I think the fact that Barcelona are looking to ship out a lot of their guys, I think he's going to be going to Barcelona.
I think he's going to go to Barcelona.
Yeah, but still,
go on.
Oh, yeah, why aren't we looking at a guy like you know, Van der Beek, who we can pay the deal in installments? You know, we're looking at the pie deal. Like, we'll pay you 45.5 million. We're going to do it in installments. Why can't we do? We can get 5 million off that and get a player that can play at the cam role, CM and DM role, and could do a job in all their positions. And like, he score goals, gets assists. I think that's a deal we're really missing out on as well. You know, Ajax have some quality players. David Neres, I think, you know, on his day is a quality player. So they have some very good players in that team, and we should be looking at teams like that that aren't
you know what?
the Euro.
You know what I think it is? I think Arteta he's targeting a certain profile player. I think he wants someone with a lot of legs, which is why you've seen since midnight yesterday. There's a lot of reports coming about Sumure from Lille as an alternative to Partey. Like, that's a player that I wanted just before January, but then I saw Newcastle's links and I thought a chance was gone because the bid was accepted and apparently he just didn't want to go there. Like, if you look at this guy, and you talk about technical ability, is the ability to just goes past the player. Like, he's got it in abundance. Like, he's a younger version. Like, even when the Partey thing, I was in two minds. I was thinking, like, cool, you sign Partey now, you give him a 4-year contract. Come the end of that 4 year, you're basically back into the same situation with Aubameyang right now. and there's not going to be, when it comes to renewing, you're not going to have any sell-on value for him. And with this guy here now, he's what? I think he's what, 22, 24, I think?
Yeah.
Like, he's going to have sell-on value and his potential. His ceiling's very high.
But what about Thomas Partey? Wouldn't you rather
I
have
would love
Thomas
to.
Partey?
You know what? I'm devastated we didn't get Thomas Partey.
I
You know,
want Thomas Partey, but
yeah,
at the
that's what I'm
same
saying.
time, it wouldn't really. I wouldn't really be too down if they said, you know what, we're gonna get some more, because he's coming at a cheaper rate, and then you can still go on and add to other positions that we need to add anyway. Because his value right
You know
now, I think Lil was 25 mil for it.
Yo, Lil, 21 years old. He's 21.
Listen, he's got ability in abundance. It's good.
Okay,
Alright,
so
the way you go on.
why I'm
I
so
was
upset we're
gonna
not
say-
going to get Thomas Partey is because if you look at our midfielders over the last couple of years, we never had that big, tall, strong guy who's on the ball. And now you look at Samara, you look at Thomas Partey, they're pretty big, they're good technically, they're strong, they can hold the ball. It's the kind of profile we've needed for the last couple of years. We look at Torreira, not tall, he's not the strongest on the ball. So Bios, the same, Xhaka, the exact same. Like, these players aren't tall, they're not strong. They get muscled off the ball easily. But if we get that solid, DM or CM or box-to-box kind of guy, then I think we're gonna win more aerial battles and be better in the midfield area automatically, no matter who comes in.
Aren't you guys? Isn't it kind of weird that we're being linked to all these Lille players, and now we've signed 2 Lille players when before the last guy we signed from Lille, if you guys can remember, was what's his face? What happened to Kesh? Yo, Kesh, for some reason you jumped out.
No. Accident.
The last guy we signed from Lille before we signed Pepe was Gervinho, and a lot of people would say Gervinho is a big flop. But now we're signing 2 other Lille players. Now we've gotten Pepe, and we're going to be getting Gabriel. So let's talk a little bit about Gabriel, because it is rumored that Gabriel the deal is pretty much done. It's done and dusted. His medical is completed. He's agreed personal terms. The bid has been accepted. Everything is pretty much done and dusted. The only thing they're waiting for is, do you think it has anything to do with the quarantine?
Yeah.
Nah, it's been done.
Has anything to do with the fact?
I just think they haven't just. I think they're gonna announce it at the same time as Aubameyang. That's what I think they're waiting on.
I'm saying Friday. That's when Arsenal usually announce their deals. Monday
I'm
or
not
Friday.
gonna lie to you guys. I have the welcome video pretty much ready for Sonny and us to do. It's been ready for, I think, since Sunday.
Yeah,
That's how long ago I thought this deal was gonna get done. And I've already told you guys the deal is done. Everything is done. There is nothing left on the table for it not to happen.
You said by Monday it'll be done.
Yeah, by Monday it'll be done.
No,
you know, one thing we didn't speak about. What do you guys think about Chambers to Fulham? You guys, for 12 million, they're saying. Isn't that too cheap?
He's been injured for the last 7 months.
No, but 12 million for a guy who was producing he was so valuable to us at the beginning of the season. Don't underestimate how valuable he was.
I don't believe it will be 12. I think it will be around 15 plus probably about add-ons, depending on Fulham does and things like that. Also, if they don't chuck in that cheeky Fulham stay up clause in it, then I don't know who's doing on negotiations.
Because if you look at Arsenal and look at Fulham, they just come up. And last time they come up, they said 200 million, and I think they're overpaid for every single one of their players. So I think we can even get 20. If look at Chelsea, yeah, they're selling Bakayoko for 20 million pounds. They sell Morata for 70. Well, we should bring in whoever's selling their players, come to Arsenal, because we need you. I'm telling you now, we'd make 150 million for all the players we'd sell, because
I think
Lacazette for 30, you should be selling for 40.
You should be selling him for 50. You should be making a profit on Lacazette. I think you shouldn't be taking a loss on Lacazette.
No, but I think we're selling for 40 plus add-ons. That's something we would do. Because
you think Juventus deal is on?
I think it is. I think we're going to swap him for that Bernardeschi guy.
So a midfielder.
Yeah, that right mid guy. He could play cam as well. He looks
Argentinian.
You know what? He's Italian. Bernardeschi.
He's Italian one. Came from Fiorentino.
pretty decent.
Oh,
Fiorentina coming.
I thought Bernardeschi, the midfielder, isn't he? Isn't
He
he?
is a midfielder. He plays either on the wing or cam. Yeah.
Okay. What about Torreira swap deal to Roma? That looks like it's not going to happen now. I haven't heard too much about it.
We want cash. We want 25-30, which I think is a reasonable price. It's a profit of what we bought him for, I believe. I think we bought him for 22, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So if we sell him for 25-30, then that's a good deal. But then who do you replace him with? Because we can't be a United. Even though Torreira isn't being a key part of Arsenal, he's still a player that we use.
Okay.
Aouar is a player I'd love to see at Arsenal.
Let me tell you about Aouar though. There's a rumor today from the Sun saying that reports are saying that he wants to leave Lyon this summer, but only to join Juventus. He only wants to join Juventus.
But if you say he wants to join Juve, then they sell to find that they don't have money like that right now. Juve are poor.
Very poor. Very.
Like they're trying to get Ronaldo off the book. They can't afford his wages. He's on million.
They offered them to Barcelona. Barcelona said we're not buying him.
Yeah,
Juventus messed up. You know what it is? They bought Ronaldo with the idea that they're going to win the Champions League, and they failed miserably by going out to Lyon. And now it's a thing where Pirlo's come in. He's identified the players he wants to get rid of. But how do you move a lot of these players at Juventus are actually on big money?
Yeah.
And with the way the market is, there's probably over 150 players that's actually transfer listed, but no one can't make a move yet until they've sold players to generate the funds.
But Lacazette is not the kind of player, in my opinion, who's going to be a 30-goal scorer. What they expect him to do is to do what he's doing at Arsenal and feed Cristiano like he feeds Aubameyang.
He's just basically Higuain replacement, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
If you look at it, from Arsenal point of view, from Juve's point of view, they bought Ronaldo for 100 million, but they've let him down. He's been scoring goals for them. He's been getting 36 to 40 goals a season for them at the age of 35, 36. So the defense hasn't been, great for Juve, and I think that if they brought Ronaldo in too late, they need that.
Let's move on. Juve. We have a lot of Arsenal stuff to still talk about. Dani Ceballos. Let's go. In my opinion, we're gonna wait until it gets close to the season beginning, and then once the season begins, Real Madrid are gonna realize they're not gonna be using him, and they're gonna just give him to us on loan for free.
No, that's our mistake.
Real Madrid don't have any choice. Real Madrid are in such a bad financial situation that they are not going to purchase anybody this summer, and they don't see Dani Ceballos featuring. They're just going to keep him. Or if they don't see him playing a game, they're going to send him back on loan. And the only club that he would probably go back on loan to is either Arsenal or Real Betis.
No, I don't see that happening. You know what it is? I think they're trying to play hardball, and it's going to wait till it gets to the end of the window where maybe Arsenal might not find a replacement or alternative to Ceballos, and then they're going to start lowering their stance, and then we may get him. And remember, we're not the only team that actually wants Ceballos. I think Real Betis wants him, AC Milan wants him, so it's not a thing of keeping him. It's just a matter of Ceballos saying he wants to go Arsenal. You get it? So they can't force him to go anywhere else. He's waiting to see if we can negotiate a deal for him.
But we've seen in the past with players from Real Madrid that, the thing about Arsenal is look how certain we were that we was going to bring in Partey. Now look at us. Personal terms of Partey wouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah.
Who doesn't pay the money? We offered 25 million plus Guendouzi.
Okay, let's talk about some sales. Socrates. Do you think it's highly likely that it'll get done? Because I'm skeptical.
I thought it would, but you know what? Now he's got a child. I think that might complicate things. Family's settled. He just recently had a newborn baby. To just get up and leave like that, I don't know. I think that might have complicated things now.
True.
Latest January, because I think if there's any chance of stay, he'll feature in the Europa League group stage next to Mari.
I think we should let him tear up his contract because he offered to tear up his contract.
Yeah,
Either let him tear up his contract or pay him 8 million, pay for him, get 8 million in, and let him go. You only take a 10 million loss on what you paid for him.
Would you mean
That's
take
not
8 million? You mean that pay him 8 million or we get 8
No,
million?
Napoli give us 8 million.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
let me tell you guys something. Nobody is linked to this guy.
He's injured. He's injured until October. Of course, no one's gonna
Okay,
be.
it's done. He's not going nowhere.
That's not a bad thing. As I said again, we can't sell all of our defenders because you see Mari, within 3 games he was injured.
Okay, we're gonna go speed round. Coutinho, in or out?
Out.
In.
In. Explain.
We don't have. You know what? If for me, Smith Rowe gets injured, yeah. Ozil doesn't play. We don't bring in Ceballos. Who's gonna play at the camera?
For me, I feel instead of like obviously a lot of our fan base are upset about the Willian thing. One is enough in it, but to go and get a Coutinho who's probably not even first choice for a club, it's just because Barca don't really want him. Like, if you really
see
want
that.
someone that's gonna create, like, I understand, like the rumors are saying his favorite club, like that he wants to go to is Juventus. But listen, you go on and put that bid in, then you dictate what happens, innit? I mean,
Yeah, that's what I said though. But if there's nothing there, and he's the last option, yeah, and Ozil's not playing, Smith Rowe's injured for long term, I'm saying yeah. But
yeah, of course.
Thing about it is the deal is how expensive it's going to be. 20 million up front, and just as the loan fee plus all his wages. That's unreasonable for Barca then. And like for me, if that's what they want, then I'll take nothing. But if we can get maybe 10 million as the fee, and maybe make them pay 30% of his wages, then I'll bring him in and give him one last try.
Let me challenge you guys on this though. 1 second. Let me challenge you both on this. Is Coutinho, if he comes into our team, would he not automatically be one of our top 3 best players?
Yeah.
So if you are being offered an opportunity to get a top player into your team, does that not benefit you?
Not at the price. Not at the price it's coming at.
30 million a year.
Not purchase. On loan.
No, yes, on loan.
Like, 20 million.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But what I'll tell you is, I personally think Barcelona are going to keep him. The fact that they're in such a situation, they're not going to lose. They're not going to risk losing him.
No, bro. Like for me, like if we bring Coutinho, it's just too expensive. I think he's still a world-class player. I think he's our second or third best player between him and Pepe.
1 second. We got Samuel in the cut. Yo, Samuel.
Big up, Miguel. Big up.
Yo, big up you, bro. You went nuts yesterday. The man was yesterday. He went crazy. He's like, big up you, bro. Yo, you need to bring that energy all the time, bro.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I'm gonna bring it up today now, yeah. So Messi, Lionel Messi. Listen, we've got some good houses in North London, yeah. We've got some nice big houses. You can take your dogs everywhere. There's a lot of open space in North London. Come to the biggest club in London, yeah, and that's Arsenal.
Wait,
Messi for me, no.
Start that GoFundMe page.
Yeah, we'll do a swap deal for Aubameyang.
No, El Neni plus 5 mil for Messi.
You know what? For that deal, yeah. You know what it is though, yeah. See that deal. I just have a feeling Barca's gonna just do that cheeky thing of saying, "Let us get Martinez," and you just take Messi. I genuinely feel that's coming.
Bro, I can't. You know what? See, the thing about Messi is that financially we cannot afford him.
We can, bro.
No, but why would they need Martinez when they have Ter Stegen?
GoFundMe page, bro. Let's start it now.
Which Martinez though? Lautaro or Emi?
Do we have Lautaro Martinez?
Lautaro, yeah, I can see that.
I can see that happening still.
Listen, because he wants to fight Ronaldo, and really Inter is Juve's biggest rival, so I can see Inter as the most likely.
Let's see if there's any Messi to Arsenal stories. There's Messi to Liverpool, Messi to Man City, Messi to Arsenal, Messi to Chelsea, Messi to United, Messi to Leeds. What the hell?
Yeah, no, I think Sky's done in there. So.
No.
You know what it is? You know why they done that? Because Messi said one day he wants to pay for Salah or whatever his name is. Yeah, he said that's why they've done it. That's why they've done it, man. This silly.
I heard
Messi gonna Leeds.
Rodrigo's
Messi,
going Leeds.
Messi's next club, the favorites are Manchester City to sign him.
Can I see the odds?
Yo, Piers Morgan pleads Aubameyang after Messi's bombshell. Piers Morgan pleads him to stay at Arsenal. What else is there? Messi to Arsenal rumors is not a thing. You don't have to tell us that.
Yeah, we just want hope.
I heard
You know what?
You was Aubameyang out in January.
Who?
Oh yeah, ego. Yeah.
Okay, let me explain to you guys why. I actually have a lot of reasons. I have a lot of reasons. If my whole thing was not just Aubameyang out, but my whole thing from the get-go, when everybody was saying all this stuff, my whole thing was I was going against the grain, and I was telling you guys the reason why. I said if you're gonna sell Aubameyang, you have to sell Lacazette too. Reason being, Lacazette. The main reason why he's a good goal striker for us is because we have Aubameyang next to him who can score the goals off the left-hand side, and that's why the system has worked recently. Lacazette has almost become our Roberto Firmino, but not as rated as highly as Roberto Firmino by the world football. He does contribute an assist. He contributes in goal.
About Lacazette?
Lacazette, I'm just saying, Lacazette is they're a good duo, but separately, Aubameyang is more valuable separately. But Lacazette on his own, with no Aubameyang and having a bunch of wingers, in my opinion, is not as valuable. So when you get rid of Lacazette, you have to get rid. You can get rid of Lacazette by himself, but if you get rid of Aubameyang, you have to get rid of both of them, reinvest the money into the midfield, and buy a premium striker with whatever money you can raise. So I would have said you sell them both. You get a Thomas Partey in from the Lacazette money, and from the 35 million that you get from Aubameyang, possibly 35 million that you would have got from Aubameyang, you spend that money on a Gabriel or even another midfielder option. Like,
see, that's what everyone was wrong, because you have to replace Lacazette. You only have to replace Aubameyang, because Lacazette's goals will get replaced by Martinelli and Nketiah.
My whole thing is you don't replace a striker.
You see that Gabriel Martinelli scored a similar amount of goals to what Lacazette scored, and if you add on what Eddie Nketiah does, you kind of get Lacazette there. It's just Aubameyang. That's what everyone thinks.
You know what my
whole thing is, guys. Forget about Aubameyang is not Arsenal. Arsenal is Arsenal, and the club has replaced Thierry Henry. The club has replaced Cesc Fabregas and brought in Santi. The club has replaced Anelka and brought in Thierry Henry. The club has replaced big stars. We replaced Liam Brady, and we figured it out afterwards. We've replaced huge stars at the club and constantly refreshed. Alexis Sanchez brought in Aubameyang. So
I mean, there's one player we haven't replaced though, is Vieira. That's the only star to say.
That's what I was saying. That's the most important.
You say that, but when Vieira left, Fabregas took over. So when you
said you're
weren't the same profile though. Weren't the same profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We had Gilberto Silva in the wing. My point is, it doesn't matter. Even though we went down in quality, we always had somebody. Thierry Henry left. We had Van Persie there. Van Persie was leaving. We had Adebayor there too.
No, we can't be going down in quality.
You know what? You know what it is though. My problem with the Aubameyang situation was, I didn't want the club to go on, offer Aubameyang a contract, and then just think that's it. So my whole idea was, if that's what you're gonna do, then you might as well sell it and just rebuild. And obviously, we keep talking about rebuild, and it's not good enough for us fans. It's not good enough. But what's the point of signing Aubameyang if you're not going to add any strength to it, and you're going to have the same season over again for the next following season? That was the whole problem for me.
You know what I think, Kesh?
We have to look at
the wage cut that the players did made the owner actually say, "I'm going to spend money this summer." Do you think that, or what do you think? And also,
no, I don't think it's that. I think what it is, I think Edu has seen what Arteta has done and thought, you know what, like, this is a guy that actually changed the old face of this club. For the next 3 seasons, like, we can actually push on, like because he's played for us, he's bled for us, isn't it? So he knows what this club was when we was winners. He knew what it was, and he wants to take that responsibility of actually getting it back to where it was. And I think that the FA Cup kind of signaled that for him, and the fact that people behind the board have decided that they want to actually place everything into Arteta and Edu's hands when it comes to the footballing decisions.
But you have
And
to
that's a
look at
blessing in disguise.
this as well.
Guys in the comments are going crazy with my comparisons. I at no point said these guys came in and were better replacements. No way. Vieira's replacement, Diaby, was never better than Vieira.
You know what?
None of these guys were better. But I'm
Anthony,
saying, as a club, we have gone from we've always survived, even losing our best players. We've still always been in and around the
when we
top.
lost Van Persie, we haven't replaced him till now. Yeah. No, Giroud is not a replacement to Van Persie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Listen, if we had someone like if Giroud cost us the title in 2016, in my opinion, because from that stretch of Ozil 19 assists from February, and then Giroud went 12 games without scoring. Imagine if we bought Benzema that summer, what could have happened?
But you have to look at this as well. Yeah, we're talking about, you know, we haven't replaced the most important player in my opinion, Patrick Vieira, and you're looking at our defense as well. Where's the Mertesacker? There is no Mertesacker because Mertesacker was not a quick defender. He was far from quick, but his defensive awareness, positioning was the best. Yeah, the best. He didn't have to use his pace, and he scored headers from corners. And you know, today as well, that new set piece coach is doing bits.
Oh, that is the biggest signing. Hard. The biggest signing. I rate that.
Set piece goal was hard.
But you see,
that's what we need a throwing coach.
But that's what our club's been missing though. Like when under Wenger, like we didn't get with the modern day times. Like you saw Liverpool iron, throwing staffs, things like that. And this is a new Arsenal, and it might take slow to get to where we want to be, but we're going to be experiencing new things that actually excites us. That you watch a game and you get excited and you feel, yeah, man, this is what I want to see.
Look at our team.
We scored a set piece goal today.
It was Holding's header. It was good, but it was just at the wrong end.
Bro, 5 years from now, look at our team. Martinelli, Saka, you know, Gabriel, Saliba, Ainsley Maitland-Niles if he stays this season, Tierney. Yeah? If you keep a Torreira and a Guendouzi, they change their attitude around, they're there. You know, we can't say that they're not talent because they're talent. And, you know, Arteta is a coach. So he is going to train these players to be better. And people don't understand. We don't have to buy the finished product, which is why if you bring in a Samari or something, Arteta will train him to be that anchor man.
Samari.
Bakary Samari from Lille.
I thought you mispronounced it. I was like,
I think I did. But as I said, Arteta as a coach is the best that we can get. You know, as a manager, would you like Allegri? No. He exactly.
I'm happy. I think no fan is upset about.
You know what I need to touch on as well? You know our Chelsea fans, like I watch Football Terrace, and I think it's Monster.
Prime.
He talks about Gabriel, but a lot of Chelsea fans say, a lot of Chelsea fans are saying, "Oh, Gabriel ain't good now." Gabriel. Like, there's one fan, I don't remember his name, but he says, "I got a friend from France. He watches the league, and he says Gabriel's stats is shit." I'm like, bro, go do your own research because his stats is actually top 5 in the league for centre backs. Like, bring your facts. I don't want to hear what other people's telling you. You go and research your facts before you start talking on a player. And then you got them dissing Arsenal signing Willian and giving him a 3-year deal, but you're signing Thiago, who's 36,
and they're dancing for him.
It doesn't make any sense.
I seen guys singing the David song, saying Thiago Silva. I'm like, yo, chill. He's 35. I'm the only one that keeps saying, bro, he's 35. Guys tried to tell me, they tried to come on the show and tell me that Thiago Silva would be the best center back at Arsenal if he was at Arsenal today.
No, I do agree with that. I do.
My point is, you got to realize the Premier League is harsh.
Of course,
that's a drag. Because if we're not looking at this, if you told me 3 years ago, Thiago Silva in Arsenal's, even 2 years ago, Thiago Silva in Arsenal's team, he's your best centre back, I'm saying okay, but you know, for me, but the thing about PSG is they have the way they play it. Their block is very low. in the
Yeah,
Premier
blocking
League,
very
if you
well,
look at Frank Lampard, it's high because he has Tomori, he has Zuma. They're two of the quickest centre backs in the Premier League. Whether people like to say it or not.
But you know what?
Zuma is only
Yo, you know what? They got a guy coming back that they should maybe even play in the midfield, let alone the defense
He's
as a
up.
center back. The guy, Ethan Ampadu.
yeah,
Anthony.
yes. I
Chelsea
think
got
But we
Varane.
know Chelsea's not going to play youth, though. We all knew last season it was just a stopgap. They're not going to play youth. It's never been their model. And it's
They're
not going to
buying
suddenly just change. It's not going to change.
Bro, they're buying Miguel Sarr to put him in the loan army. Let's be
Listen,
honest.
yeah, mate. That's
Yo,
just the
Samuel,
problem.
where you at? What are you thinking about this whole Chelsea thing? Yesterday you're on job getting at them.
Listen,
give
I
us
was
your
watching
fire.
that Chelsea show today with Anita,
That
Prime,
one.
and David, yeah, and they were running their mouths. And then I went a couple weeks ago. I was saying, listen, you got Lampard, and I said Lampard hasn't done anything to show that he's an elite manager. Or fourth place in the worst season ever. That doesn't show anything. Listen,
course
and
not.
I was laughed at. They laughed at me saying, "Oh, you think Arsenal could finish above Chelsea?" Listen, if Lampard does his Lampard thing, and we've got Arteta who's levels above Frank,
Tell
Fatty
them, bro,
Frank,
levels. Yell it.
levels
Don't
above.
be shy.
Levels above.
Not there.
levels
There.
higher,
Not there.
levels high,
There.
million levels higher. Yeah, we can easily finish above Chelsea, but because look, all of my risks. Ziak's never been in the Prem before. Werner's never been in the Prem before. Howards never been here before. Thiago Silva's 35 years old, never been here before, and Malang Sarr is being loaned out. So
But you
it's a big
got to
risk.
look at that with pitch of salt. You know, look at our signings last summer. Ceballos never been in the Premier League. You never want to get him back. So you can't say they've never been in the Premier League because
No,
at the end of the day,
there's a difference.
Werner's going to
There's a
score goals,
difference.
whether you like to say it or not.
Yeah, Werner's going to
difference.
score.
Yeah, you
There's
know
a
Werner's going to
difference.
score goals.
They
You know how
compared
it's-
Mason Mount to Frank Lampard, and they compared Tammy Abraham to Drogba, and in one season they're getting replaced.
All right, you know what? You
but
see the
they're-
thing with that Chelsea
they're-
team, yeah? Go on.
Yo, we
TJ.
got
Nah, the
Fabrizio
thing about-
Romano in the thing. Breaking news. What?
That is the biggest troll I ever seen.
I love that. I'm here for it.
What's it called? I was saying, you know, Chelsea fans are only comparing Abraham to Drogba because their last striker was Alvaro Morata.
Yeah.
The man couldn't score a goal. So
Mm.
they're getting kind of new to seeing a striker scoring goals. Not saying Abraham can't reach levels because we saw in the first couple of months he can. But the thing about Abraham, he's not a consistent striker. And for me, he's the championship top goal scorer, and in the Premier League he'll be 20th, 15th, 20th for the goal scorers. But he ain't no elite striker that they're making.
I want to know something. We have 60 plus people watching on YouTube, over 150 people watching total on YouTube and Facebook. We need you guys to hit the like button, subscribe to Sunny TV Arsenal, check out the content. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here all week. We're gonna leave it here. But before I do, I want to talk about one more topic. I want to talk about our fan base on Twitter. They're a little bit psychotic, my friends. Did you see this?
Oh yeah.
Forget about that. Did you see this?
Oh. How they got that? I
Embarrassing.
genuinely don't know
Embarrassing.
how they got that. Seriously.
Let's talk about this, bro. Is it me or are Arsenal fans actually they should hire all of us as friggin' CIA agents or MI6 or whatever it's called, or if you guys watch Line of Duty, we should be part of CI12 or whatever it is. Oh man, AC12.
we need to
that's
chill
what
out.
it is.
We need to chill out, yeah. Because at the end of the day, the players see this kind of stuff and they go like, am I gonna come to Arsenal? Am I gonna stop back to my house now? Like we need to chill, yeah. Like there's levels to what you could do, like to see where their plight is, but to look to like stuff like this, go surveillance cameras and see where their car's going. There's levels to what we should be doing as Arsenal fans. We need to chill on it. Like the player, you know, it will get announced because what if we saying they're coming, they're here, they're that, but that's not even them. That's a random person. You know, we have to be smart with what we do as Arsenal fans because that's where some of the people are getting in trouble for it now. So just chill out and let the club do their thing. We're a private club for a reason. This is why the club don't announce that players doing their medical, a fees be agreed, personal terms.
Yo, Samuel, tell me
Yeah.
about how crazy Twitter fans are. Arsenal
Listen.
fans are not normal fans. Other fans are checking their FPL teams. We're checking out flights to friggin' from Lille to friggin' Luton Airport.
Listen, this is concerning, yeah, because as the season goes on, and someone has a shocker, what happens then?
Mate, it's been happening for the last
Thank
2
you,
seasons
Samuel.
now.
Yeah,
I don't know how they do it. I genuinely don't. I don't even know how they even find time to do it. Like,
Forget about that. How did we go from Bellerin is shit to Bellerin is the savior to now Bellerin is not better than Ainsley Maitland-Niles
our
in the
fan
span of
base is
in the
so.
span of 6 months?
We're just bipolar. That's what it is. Honestly, our fan base
Today,
actually moves
people
like
were
females.
celebrating this. People were celebrating this like we want to go. We won a game.
well, the thing is, Bellerin is not good enough for Arsenal.
Oh,
The person I would
hey.
sign
Breaking
Hector
news:
over
Harry
Hector
Maguire's
Bellerin.
been dropped from the England squad.
Yeah,
No, that
I saw
happened like
yeah.
an hour and a half ago.
I'll
man.
agree.
And you got 20 minutes for me. The stupid thing.
And
It's
listen,
okay.
Lucas Klosterman from RB Leipzig, I'll take over Bellerin any day of the week.
Klosterman. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my man.
Nah,
quick,
bro.
you know.
I personally think don't touch anyone from that team's defense when it comes to defensive players. They're not
their
switched on,
system.
bro.
Yeah, their
Max
system.
Aaron's.
They're not switched on.
Well,
Max
Max
Aaron,
Aaron's,
bro, he's too small.
No, those are the stuff for these too small, bro. Like
For me, there's 3 targets for right back. It's got to be Sergino Dest. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
get that American boy in here right now.
Dumfries.
oh
or
yes,
Max Aaron.
Dumfries from
Or Max
PSV.
Aaron's. It's got to be out of them 3.
Can you see
Well,
Nelson
I think
Semedo?
I think Desk. If we're gonna get anyone from Ajax, we go after Desk and the right back position because he could be our right back for the next 10 years. Anyways, why am I still showing this, guys? Arsenal fans were crazy. There's so many people jumped in right now. Big up to everyone who joined. If you guys can please subscribe to the channel. Check out all our stuff on socials. You got all the people's socials right here. You got Samuel AFC. You got TJ Gooner. You got myself, the Kitty G. Kesh, you need to make a Kesh AFC on your Twitter or something. You got to make.
I will get around to it. I'll get around to it.
Yeah, right. On top of that, guys, we need you guys to remember subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Sunny TV Arsenal. Check out everyone's social medias. Check out everything. We're going to be coming out with videos all the time, and you guys are going to be on the channel. Every game, every post game, you guys jump in. Come on, TJ, Samuel, you're invited. You guys are not regulars.
You can also catch us on Football Terrace as well, where we will destroy Prime every week. We destroy Prime every week.
Big up to you, bro. Shout out everybody, bro. Shout out Football Terrace. Shout out Arsenal Realist. Shout out all you guys. Shout out
big
KJ.
Arsenal Realist, man. He's one of the realest Arsenal fans I know out there, innit? Everyone check him out. Because I think something happened to his channel, innit? So everyone go check him out, drop him a sub.
Remember, guys, this has been the stream where we talked about everything. We're gonna be covering all the Arsenal content. Kesh, Samuel, TJ. What are you guys gonna say before we go?
I think TJ's gonna say something.
Check me out on YouTube, TJ Guna, and obviously I'll come back on here, do a couple more shows with Egal, Kesh, and Samuel, and go check out Football Terrace because there is some very good content on there. And maybe if we're lucky, Samuel, if you come on the energy you did, you could maybe start an Arsenal show and get the realest Arsenal fans on there and get us back up at the top.
Yeah, bro. The guy has heard all the Chelsea slander. He had to come on.
No, you know what? No, because you know what? Yeah, after we had our Chelsea show, I was still talking in private with a few of the Chelsea boys. So there's no listening to your slant. You're not on our level. I don't look at people below you.
Yeah.
I don't look. If you're the oldest, in your family, do you look at your junior brother and respect him? No, you don't.
Of course you do.
No,
I don't respect my junior brother.
I show all my siblings respect. What are you talking about? What kind of family?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna look at my junior brother.
I'm not gonna spit on my brother's face.
No. I'm not spitting on my brother's face, but I'm not gonna look at him and be like, he has to lead me. No, I lead him.
Listen, we're the bigger older brother Chelsea or the little ones.
Samuel, how does
we son you guys? Remember, we son you guys. We son you guys. Don't forget.
No, Prime, I can't forget about yesterday.
So, Igal, that basically means then the student has now become the master.
Not yet.
No,
Not yet.
the student went to the big teacher yesterday, and I was
Okay,
DP.
cool.
And what happened?
All right, cool. Can I ask this? No banter aside. Can I ask this question with Arsenal fans? Yeah. I'm not gonna say who's the bigger club because I don't want to get into that argument because you're wrong.
DP shut you down yesterday by it.
No, but listen, if Arsenal are the bigger club, fine. What would it take for Chelsea to be bigger than Arsenal?
Win
You
more
know, for
trophies, and you haven't.
What would it take?
No, Sammy, I already asked you this, so don't answer. I know what your answer is.
Yeah, all you need to do is overtake us trophies wise. FA Cup.
Which trophies? Okay, FA Cups. Yes.
FA Cup, league titles.
League titles, okay. Even though your leagues are first division, but that's fine.
It doesn't matter.
I know, that's why I said that's fine.
Okay, so what about Liverpool's 6 Champions Leagues? Only 2 of them are real Champions Leagues.
Yeah, I know. I know that, but Liverpool fans are going to get cast out of the way, so that's fine. Continue.
What about Chelsea? How many league titles do you guys have?
5?
What, Premier League?
Yeah.
No, total league titles. How many do you guys have? Do you have a league title before the Premier League?
Yeah, I think I do.
It's been like years.
So you don't count that?
Oh no, I do, but it's not a Premier League. It's a different title. It's a different title. It has a different name.
I generally think you were struggling to think if your team even had a league title before.
No, I do, but my point is, it's a different name. My point is, it's a different name. I know, but it's still a different name.
All right, Real Madrid. How many Champions League do Real Madrid have?
13.
Like
how many
13 or so, something like that.
How many of those do you think really happened when the Champions League was the Champions League?
No, but the thing is, that's fine, but it's still a different name. You can still count it as the same thing if you want, but it's still a different name.
You destroyed your own argument.
No, I'm not.
By bringing up the fact that you're mentioning Premier League when your own team has a title before the Premier League.
Yeah, I know that.
Hey, it's first division. There's no first division title.
In my opinion,
listen. I'm agreeing with you in saying it's still the same. If we still want to say it's a title, it's a title, but it's still different names, right?
Okay,
cool.
Yeah. What do you mean? It's not different names. It is the highest. It's the first league.
But I'm not saying it is not. What I am saying, it's still different names. If it's a title, it's a title, and fine. But it's still different names, no?
Okay, so
that's my point.
Premier League is now called the Premier League. Last year it was called 2 years ago it was called the Barclays Premier League. Is that a different name?
Technically it is a different name. It's still the same title.
What's your point?
It's still a title, but it's still a different name.
No, but is Man City's title this year compared to Chelsea's title in 2005 different name, right?
It's still a title, but it's a different name.
Okay, so what's your point?
My point is it's a different name. I'm agreeing with you. But I just said like 30 seconds ago, I agree with you that it's still a title. But it's a different name.
You have no argument.
I'm not arguing with you. You guys are turning this into an argument. You guys think I'm disrespecting you. I'm saying it's a different name. But still a title.
What's your point?
My question was, what would it take for Chelsea to be bigger than you guys? You said an FA Cup and to win more league titles. You guys said to win an FA Cup and to win more league titles. Fine.
It doesn't have to be FA Cup. Overtake us.
Just overall, we're in the 45 bracket for total titles. You guys are in the 30s?
20s.
So something like that.
No, 28. My bad. 28. You guys have.
Okay, cool.
So get to our levels. Get to our level because we're in the 38.
You guys is your name Cash?
Yeah.
Cash. You said win more trophies.
Yeah.
You said it doesn't have to be FA Cups. Win more trophies.
FA Cup.
So if we win more trophies than you, but you still have more, for example, FA Cups than us, that's not going to be something that you guys are going to use as a stake.
I wouldn't use that, I guess. Listen, it's an overall. It's a package, isn't it?
Okay, cool.
Just overtake us, and that's it.
Okay, cool. That's my question. Yeah. What about fan base wise, man?
We'll always be a bigger fan base.
It's not even close. There's only 3 clubs that compare to each other.
No. My question is no. My question is because he said win more trophies. So if we win more trophies, then we're the bigger club. It doesn't matter then on the fan base.
Oh no, fan base doesn't mean shit. We're talking about.
Okay, fine. No, that's fine. That's why I'm asking the question. I don't want the rules to change when in say 10 years, 20 years, we have more trophies than Arsenal. And I ask this question again.
But I'm saying you
Okay,
can't,
okay.
you can't base it on fan
Arsenal
base.
are one of the only clubs. You know, Arsenal is one of the only clubs that had 3 league titles in a row. It's only
Okay.
us, Liverpool, and Manchester
Man
United.
United.
Only
Yeah.
teams
Okay.
that have done 3 league titles in a row. Okay, we're the only teams that have over 10 league titles in the Premier League. Okay, we're the only teams that can be considered the top teams in England. At the end
Okay.
of the day,
And yeah, I know. And that is why I just asked you, what would it take for us to
I'm
overtake you guys?
Liverpool
And you
number
answered the
1.
question. Yeah, I know. You
Arsenal
answered,
number
but you
3.
answered. Okay, fine, cool. Arsenal are
guess
still,
what?
still third. You answered my question though.
You have to be careful because Manchester
Careful of
City
what?
are catching up to you. They're not catching up to
No,
us.
don't worry about me. Worry about you guys.
We don't
Don't worry
have
about yourself.
So let me ask you a question.
Man
Let me ask
City
you-
this year.
What?
Hold
Man
on. Let me
City in the last
ask Prime a
2 years
question.
Yeah,
have gotten 7 league. Have won 7 trophies.
yeah,
Those
I know.
7 trophies
Yeah,
are
yeah, I know.
catching
And
up.
I'm not worried about anyone. I'm just focused on my own club.
Prime. Can I ask
Yes.
you a question? Yeah.
Yes.
So you see how we talk about fan base? I said it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man City barely got any fans. But if they
Okay.
overtake you,
In what are we talking about?
in titles,
In
Titles.
titles, yes.
are you gonna
In
start
titles as in actual league titles or trophies.
just trophies
Total.
overall? Total.
Okay, cool.
Would you class yourself bigger than them just because you got a bigger fan base?
No.
Because they're
I don't
actually
think. Listen, I don't necessarily think fan base means anything
It
because
doesn't mean anything.
if, for example, look at someone like DT, who is, I'm not exactly sure how old he is, 40s or 50s or whatever.
Yeah.
It's 45.
That's okay. Whatever. That's generational fan base from when you guys
Yeah.
were successful.
So it changes.
Because for example, I'm 22 years old. People my age and me growing up, even though you guys, I lived through you guys being invincible. Other than that, you guys haven't done anything worth of success in my lifetime. So people growing up in my, okay, you can bring up the trophies. That's not negating what I just said.
Keep going. I'm listening.
mind the gap.
That's just people growing up over the last 10 or 20 years.
Yeah.
Are they going to be as likely, unless they have, say, like their dad supports Arsenal or their family supports Arsenal?
Yeah.
Are they going to be as likely to support an Arsenal? People growing up in the last, for example, people growing up in the last, say, 10 years, are they going to be as likely to support United unless their family are United fans or they know people who are United fans, as opposed to City who are successful? That's my point.
City are only.
Yeah, but okay, that doesn't negate that. I answered
Listen,
Kesh's
Prime, we had
question.
this discussion
That does
yesterday.
Igal. What you're showing me is the trophies to trigger me. That doesn't negate what I just said. You're proving my point with Arsenal in the generational history. You're proving my point. So thank you.
I'm proving my point. Man City are only 5 trophies away from surpassing.
Okay, and that's cool. And you're proving my point in terms of the generational history, not nowadays. So cool. Thank you. We both proved each other's point.
I completely agree with you.
It
Guess
changes,
what?
Okay, cool. What?
Clubs go through phases where.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's proven. I know that. No, that is true, but that's proven my point. Because like 30 years ago, people were saying you wouldn't get many Chelsea fans, which is true. But nowadays, I know people, unless they have their family who are Arsenal fans or United fans. I know people. Like for example, I volunteer in summer camps and stuff, so I will talk to kids and stuff about football. I know people who are now like City fans, Spurs fans, Chelsea fans.
Yeah, it changes
because they're successful.
Yeah.
And it's not because they're plastic, but it's because if their family aren't Arsenal or United fans or Liverpool fans with the history,
that's what they see.
They're gonna pick teams with success. Because when we're kids, unless your family are the generational in terms of Arsenal and United, you're gonna pick the glory hunter side because unless say your favorite player is or whoever, and he plays for like Southampton or whatever.
Yeah, but that's why I said fan base don't really matter. Obviously, us fans use it as banter to banter.
Yeah, but in reality, it doesn't.
When it comes to reality, it doesn't matter.
Are
you ready for a hiding at the Emirates next season? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question though? Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to Lampard, because I'm seeing normally managers don't tend to get their first choice players. And Lampard is
well, at least with Chelsea anyway. With Chelsea, what usually happens is in the first season, we'll back our manager with his first choice targets, and then the first season or 2 seasons we'll back our manager. But as it goes on, like in the 3rd season, he doesn't get his choice, and then he gets sacked. It's what happened with Jose. With Conte, first season he got his players, 2nd season he got sacked. It's a trend with Chelsea. So
if Chelsea don't comfortably finish, say 2nd or 3rd, do you think Lampard might be in trouble?
I think we'll finish 3rd next season.
My phone died.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I think we will finish 3rd next season.
Maybe there was one game.
Comfortably, I think we have to.
Very early on in his career.
I think we need to close the gap. We need to close the gap on Liverpool and City. And people say be in a title race, but you have to look at within the context of it. If we're say City win the league and Liverpool are Liverpool are 4 points off City. If we are then say 10 points off City, that is then closing the gap.
Yeah, of course.
So, and if we're comfortably 3rd, say we finish 3rd and say Arsenal or whoever are in 4th and you guys are 15 points away from us, that's comfortably finishing 3rd, yeah?
Of course,
cool.
Yeah.
Prime, let me ask you this. You're Chelsea in the Champions League next season. Do you expect to get to the final or just get
The
past
Champions
the round
League?
of 16? Yeah, or quarterfinal?
No, I said this season that providing that we get a good last 16 draw, that we could get to the quarterfinals. I think this season, depending on our last 16 draw again, quarterfinals has to be the minimum expectation.
I actually
if we get like a Bayern Munich again or a Real Madrid or whatever, and they're in sensational form, and obviously that's not going to happen. So
you get easy draw like Barcelona.
Guys, you guys have hijacked the whole thing talking about Chelsea too much. Let's relax now.
We have to talk about success.
Let's keep it simple and end it on this, okay? Everyone, just give me your top 4 for next season right now. What you think, and it can change. You don't have to stick by it. You can say something right now.
My top 4 since like August hadn't changed all season.
Okay, so what is
Who's
it?
your top 6?
United.
Is that top 4?
No, top 4.
I'll start since I'm the Chelsea fan.
No, because you said it. We're waiting for you.
City will win the league. I believe. I believe because I don't think Liverpool can sustain this title-winning form for 3 years on the bounce. But I think it'll be City, Liverpool 2nd, Chelsea 3rd. It depends because United haven't signed anyone yet. But if they get their targets, it will be United. But if they don't.
So City win the league. City win the league.
Liverpool 2nd, Chelsea 3rd. I don't know. I look at Arsenal and people would say it should be Arsenal, but then again, I've heard that before. And I know how
you better say the right thing.
You already had it.
No, the thing is with Spurs, I could either see them getting top 4 or finishing like 6th and winning the Europa League.
Come on, man. It's not that hard, bro. Why can't you just make your decision?
No, it is. You know why? Because I need context. I don't make decisions without knowing.
No, but you don't have to stick by this. You can just say it, and I'm not going to ever use it against you.
Ooh.
I'm giving you a pass. You can say whatever you want. I'll never use it against you. This one time.
I don't know. Arsenal, United, and Spurs for me, I don't know. It could be anyone.
Let's choose one.
Okay, he's out.
I'll go next.
He's out.
First will be Liverpool, but the clear margin. Second, I'll go City, but Guardiola will be sacked at the end of the season. That's my opinion. Or leave. He will leave. In my opinion. I think he'll go Juventus next.
Apparently.
Okay, so who'd you say? Guardiola 2nd, Man City 2nd.
Yeah. Then Guardiola will leave after the end of the season, regardless.
Okay, who's 3rd and 4th? I just want to know.
Chelsea will get 3rd by 2 points above us, and we'll come 4th.
Okay.
But
So you guys think you'll be on title?
No, allow it.
No, not
let the next man go. Let the next man go.
Yeah. Okay.
So
can I just say this? Like 4th place. Can I just say this? Wolves.
Okay, bro. You guys are both gone now. Thanks for coming on, guys. Appreciate it. We got 3 more left. big up to Samuel and Prime for coming on. We're gonna just end the stream, guys. Boys, Kesh, TJ, you guys been on here for the whole time, so I just want to big up to you guys for coming on. And finally, what are your top fours?
For me, I think it will be City. I think they're gonna come very vengeful. They want it. Like, but the only thing for me is it depends on if Pep stays. I've just read rumors earlier today that City's actually been talking to him and they're leaving it in his hand to decide if he wants to stay or continue or go. Like, so it all depends if Pep stays or not. I think it'll be City, Liverpool. I think Chelsea will comfortably get third. I think Man United will finish fourth, and Arsenal will be the dark horse chaser. But I want to be in that position. I want to be the chaser.
Okay, enough said. TJ.
Same. I think I'm saying Aguero. If Aguero is Aguero from last season, then City getting top. But if he isn't, Liverpool top, City second, Arsenal third, Chelsea fourth.
Okay.
United
Right.
I'm going. Oh man, I'm going. City, Liverpool, Manchester United, and Arsenal. I'm saying Chelsea are out. I'm saying Chelsea. Chelsea are Manchester United third. I'm saying Chelsea are going to have a situation. I'm saying Chelsea are going to have a situation where they're going to have too many new faces, and it's going to cause disruption in the team, and it's going to be an issue. And Prime, I can see you in the background. There's a reason why you're not in the video right now.
Hey, go bring up that comment. Yes, United fourth. Let me reply to that.
Can I say one thing?
No, United. I have United third.
No, can you bring not the other one? That one. Yeah. Listen, mate. I'm basing it off what we've done so far. The season hasn't started yet, and I haven't seen what our end product will be in terms of recruitment. So I'm not gonna go and say Arsenal's gonna finish fourth just because we've got Willian and a centre back. Like that doesn't improve us from last season.
That's not what I think.
Chelsea. Anyone who knows me, I hate Chelsea as much as I hate Tottenham. So you guys,
that's a big statement.
I genuinely like Chelsea because I grew up with a bunch of Chelsea fans, and they're all a bunch of pricks in my opinion. But Prime, you're a good guy. Anyways, yo, I gotta go. I gotta eat. I freaking didn't eat, and it's 11 at night. I'm starving. And big up to you guys
on YouTube. TJ Guna. Check out.
Subscribe to Sunny TV Arsenal, and don't forget, we're gonna drop some boxes on your head top if you do.
Look quick in the chat.